jumping right back into another video on the RB30 S14. Doing some fuel pump mods here. So we're chucking a 535 Warbro fuel pump in. Draws a whole lot more amperage or voltage, don't know. So you end up burning out the actual stock terminals. So what we're doing is chucking in these studs here, as you can maybe see. So I've had to modify the fuel hat just a little bit, drill holes in them, crack it like I did, because that's not what you want to be doing. Crack there, so I've got to glue that up. All the others through that side too, obviously. Yeah, this is one thing you do when you're running big pumps and stuff like that. Yeah, they can melt out the wires and then fuel pump dies or turns off and you're stranded, and you do not want that. So Dan ended up getting me a little kit going. So it's a cool little stud kit with the terminals and some plastic with rubber seals. So I'll put them on and I'll show you what I mean. Alrighty, I just had to drill out the holes a bit bigger because I went to put the plastic seal on and the plastic actually hits the fuel hat. So I drilled it out to about, I don't know, 8 mil, and now I'll put a photo in what it looked like before. But now it actually seats down there nice, and yeah, that'll seal it. Alrighty, all pretty much done and ready to drop in. Got the terminals. I had to bend them up just that little bit, just so they could clear. Got them running straight to the fuel pump. When you're tightening up the terminals or the bulkheads, just use a spanner, chuck the Allen key in the stud, just so that does not turn. The nut down there, so yeah, Allen key will stop it from spinning. Just a little bit of a nip on the 10 mil, and she's ready to go. We pretty much just got to wire the relay in. Then I've got a relay kit. This is the relay, and obviously I'll have that running somewhere. Got to remember how to wire it in. Elijah sent me a cool diagram to help me wire it in. I am someone who sucks with wiring, and it's awesome when having mates like Elijah, Dan, and that who spend so much time just trying to help me figure out the wiring. But yeah, pretty cool. This thing's hopefully be running not too long. I do have these cool switches I've wired in. Sorry, I haven't even wired them in. I just put them in. I'm not too sure what I want to use them for yet. I think rotational idle will be one of them, and maybe anti-lag or something. But it's pretty cool. Maybe a high boost setting. I don't know. I'm not too sure yet, but I really like. They look real sleek, and I think they were just $7 off eBay. So hopefully they actually work. I'm not too sure about that. Yeah, got the front end all back on now. So it's actually a complete car driving again. One thing I'm really need to do, and I'm not happy with, is the cooler piping. If you can see how it drops down on the angle there, and that one also goes down that way. When you're looking at it from a distance, it looks kind of like, it just doesn't look symmetrical, and I really don't like it. So I think when we put the engine spaces in, or the subframe spaces in, we're gonna try and modify the cooler piping to suit, to work and come out straight, which it's just annoying doing jobs more than once, but obviously it is what it is. Thank God for video footage, because I totally forgot which one was a positive and the negative. All right, we haven't had too much thing going on. Obviously got the fuel hat back in, and gotta hate these bloody doing these pumps in here. 33s and S14s suck. Anyway, got the bulkheads in, got our trigger wire cut. I'm still fairly new with wiring. Obviously, I mention that every single time I do it. I've also neatened up this a whole ton. It's not the best, but it's better than what it was. The cable is full wrapped down under here. Yes, hopefully maybe 10 more minutes. Have this all done. Can neaten it up a little bit. And yeah, I'm gonna go inside. I've been having dramas. I made a little bit of a mistake, and I've been trying to get the fuel pump working. I thought maybe something was loose in the tank. Thought maybe something was wrong with the fuse holder and stuff like that. Maybe I thought a relay might have been faulty, so I tried different relays. I actually had the switch from the stock pump, like the switch that switches the relay, and the power from the in-tank the wrong way. Ugh, what a drainer, because it's pretty late now. But I'm happy it's running. Give it a quick fire up, just because all that work for nothing is not what you want. So the pump's pretty loud. He's idle and high. Woohoo! said not to go that way. It's bad bumps. Oh, I was gonna hit my ass. Ow. Oh God. More. Yep. All right. Got this thing out of the way. Add one more to the collection. Alrighty, I don't know if I have shown yet. Whoa, nothing in there. But fuel pump's all done, all the wiring. Ended up neatening up all of this. Definitely looks 10 times better. Shortened all this down, made it look nice. Relays mounted here. Got the power cable that goes. I need to P-clip it up there properly. Yeah, pretty happy with overall how that looks, considering I suck at wiring. But here we go. Oh, woohoo. I have the wire band all wired in. I've just pulled the center radio out and stuff like that because trying to get that working. I was looking at this thing. What in tarnation is this? I do not know. But it says Pioneer on it, so I'm assuming something to do with the radio, obviously. There's an earth coming out of it, which isn't connected to anything. And I put it to an earth and the radio worked. We have got a bit of a plan going on. I think this video will be the tune, which I think will be the next couple of days, I believe. Just got a couple more things to finalize and perfect, I guess you could say. I have a camera scope thing I want to put into the oil drain hole just to suss out and make sure this does have forged rods, and probably down the spark plug to see if it's got forged pistons, which should be able to tell if it's got stock markings on it. Then obviously they won't be forged. So yeah, apparently it's got Manly rods and CP pistons. Should be able to tell. So that's going to be planned probably today or tonight or tomorrow. But next week, Saturday the 19th of November, we're actually taking this to a track day. Just a fun grip day at Haunted Hills. So I think that'd be pretty awesome. This car's first outing might be a bucket because it's on stock suspension, all that stuff. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, I'm gonna wire in these switches, get the head unit back working, and then I'll probably drop the oil and I'll come back to you guys then. First proper drive, I guess you could say. It's not proper drive. I've been for a drive before, but it's running a bit doggy. But the drive's so smooth. Got full interior back in, besides the kick panel for the ECU. But I'm so happy. Like, it drives so nice. Just needs a bit of alignment for the wheel. Yeah, I can't wait for this tune. This tune's gonna be awesome. This car is gonna be a beast. Bloody misfiring dog. Alright, saw ya. I can't gate it at all, but it does dose that a little bit. Gearbox feels awesome too. Oh, this thing is gonna be a beast. She's gonna fry some tires, I reckon. I just take it for a quick drive so you can do a oil change. I'd put some engine flush in. I've got an exhaust to do tomorrow, so trying to get everything I can done tonight. And yeah, tune on Wednesday. Yee! We made it back safe and sound. We got the car back on the hoist now, and I've got my old man's scanner out. Dope ass tool you can use. Well, I'm very lucky to use it. So we're gonna do digital inspection. You ready? This thing's actually super clear too. I don't know if you... Oh, look at me welds. Ooh. Ah, it's hitting the body. That's plastic anyway. So we're gonna try shove this up in here. I'll try to get it in position, then I will film. To me, these are looking like forged pistons and rods. Yeah, boy. I got a photo of that number. I'm trying to get in there down the side of it. Very difficult. Oh, my hand is dead and also covered in oil. But yeah, this is cool. This is an awesome tool, so pretty stoked about this. At least it's forged, so we can push the engine, I guess you could say, unless that is a crack in the bore, which I doubt it. That just looks like dirty oil and shit like that, because I did just chuck engine flush in it. Maybe that's moving stuff around. Don't know. I'm going to try to do a bit more inspecting. And yes, well, main thing's forged pistons and rods, so laughing. That's the ticket. I can see it. Manly. So I've got the box and stuff for Manly rods and CP pistons, so I'm going to assume it is legit. Which is good, man. This is a bloody 15 grand engine, so can't be complaining. Oh, what's that? Oh. Yeah. Yeah, ARP rod bolts. Hell yeah, this thing's dope. Thanks, Dad, for me to use this. This thing's pretty much ready to go. It looks pretty ugly with these wheels on. I really don't like them. Pretty much, probably might even sell them. Set to have someone got to rebuild them or something. But yeah, we'll have to get semi-slicks put on the VSXXs and on the D9Rs for this track day. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow or Tuesday when I'm doing this exhaust on a 32, and then we'll be straight to the dyno for this thing to make, hopefully, 400 kilowatt. See you then. Oh, bam! Look at this beautiful thing. One of my friends, Griff, has brought his RB30 in for an exhaust. So done this 3-inch catback. Looks pretty. One resonator into 4-inch pie cut. I'm pretty happy with how this one turned out. Smashed it out. It's now almost 1 AM, so I can't really start it up and check how loud it is. But oof, look at that! Bam, beautiful. No, I'm very happy with this one. This thing is super clean. Absolutely love this car. I'll do a better look at it tomorrow when I can start it. Alrighty, we are in the S14. Dan's at work and he's on the laptop. Ooh, he's in. Look at this. This is so odd. Anyway, Dan's, yeah, he's up getting this thing ready so I can drive around for a few days. We have our dyno Friday night, then Saturday is the track day. So he's probably trying to text me and call me, so I'll quickly get this thing, get it all ready for him. He's doing some things. So anyway, we'll get this all sorted, get it running and driving properly, and then we'll come back. All right, base is all done now, so we can actually drive it properly, hopefully without fouling the bloody plugs. The wire band doesn't seem to be working, so I'm gonna try run a constant power to it. That's what Dan said might fix it. So give that a shot, and then we'll come back and run the air temp lines, wires. This thing has a misfire or something. I believe it might be plugs, just because I can hear, it almost sounds like a 6-boost how it's got that misfire mid-range. I'm gonna steal the split fires from the truck car and new plugs, and we'll see how she sounds. Because yeah, it sounds how my truck car did, but I'm actually pulling the manifold back off and swapping it for something else, because I really hated that choppy sound in the RPMs. I'll see if you can hear it when I take off. I'm not too sure if you can hear that. It just sounds a bit choppy, and I'm not about it. Hopefully it's just a plug dying or something. But yeah, we'll see. I'm actually loving life driving this. I can't wait to be able to open it up and really see how it feels, because it feels amazing just driving it with the 3 litre bottom end. It just has so much more torque just taking off. It's a good time, and I can't wait. We're back now, and I thought I'll do a quick check, do a quick comp test, just because of the fact that if it was misfiring and maybe like had a little bit low compression, but all is okay. The highest is 125 and the lowest is 115, so yeah, what are you gonna do? It is running a bit rich, a bit black down here. Yeah, so I'm gonna chuck some new ones. My old boy was saying run 6s. These are actually 7s, which are more suited for E85. But we are going to E85 soon, so I think I'll just leave them and it'll be fine. I'll gap them down a little bit, but yes, slowly getting there. I'm going to chuck the coilovers in very soon, so I think I'll clean the plugs, put them in, gap them down, put my split fires from the track car in, and then we'll have the car in the lease. Parts car time. This poor thing. Ah, I forgot a screwdriver. God damn. Where the hell are the screws? Down there. That's mint. Love that. Love to see it. Water, 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 corrosion. Anyway, chuck the stock ones in. Well, I probably shouldn't now that the water's gotten in there. I'll chuck them in just to do something. Do something. Good as new. No one will suspect a thing. Alrighty, so now we've got the car on the hoist. Didn't fix the misfire sound I'm hearing. I think it might be the manifold or just the RB30. Either way, got the coilovers now for the S14 that my really good mate Jay Hansen, he actually gave them to me. So I'm my bloody charity case here. So I'm super appreciative. They're a bit janky, but I'm not going to complain for free coilovers. I believe they're out of a 180, so the actual bolt holes to the knuckle are a bit smaller. You've got to drill these out to suit the new bolts. So basically they're a couple mil bigger, maybe like a mil or two. It's stuff all, but I've got to do that now. So I'll drill them out, then we'll fit them up to the S14. Nah, it doesn't look any different. So now I have the 18-inch wheels on. I also have the front coilovers that Jay gave me. The rear ones did not work. So I've got some old ones out of my old Street 33 in. And it's not too bad, sits pretty nice. I did put them in at the height they were set, at the way the shock was set. I think it was just, all the spring load was just set, not set, sorry, it was dropped like heaps. And I'll show you what it looked like. It looked so good. I wish I could run it like that, but I'm not gonna be able to, just out of practicality of being on the track. So I've got it at a height I think is pretty reasonable. It's pretty stiff, but I've got the 265 Zek Nova on, semi. I had to roll the guards, rolled them pretty good, considering I was by myself, so I'll take it. And the front guards I just left, I just kept it at that also at a reasonable height. On the way to work, I'll test them out, do some like zip zap corners, see if it scrubs. If it does, I'll come back and raise it tomorrow. Did a bolt check, found front control arm loose, steering rack loose, rear control arm loose, front subframe loose, caster rods loose, and I'm hoping that's what the issue with the clunk was I felt this morning on the way to work. Also, we had a bit of camber in because the S chassis run a camber top, so I think it's nothing. It's not too crazy, but it looks, yeah, half reasonable track spec. But need to get some new front tires sorted, which these are off the track car, and they're flat spotted and they've got wires hanging out. So gonna have to get them sorted tomorrow, which is Friday, and I'm working all day tomorrow, and then I have the tune tomorrow night. So I don't know how I'm gonna get these sorted. I have one new tyre, so I just need to get one replacement, which I'm hopefully getting from Bogart at BSC Performance in Carrum Downs, if he has one in stock. If not, I'm gonna have to try borrow some scrappies, like scrappy semi-slicks of Mike, which shouldn't be an issue. But yes, everything is ready to go. Got a new alloy intake. Hopefully that dose is a little bit better. Have my split fires on the track car, new plugs. Air temp sensor wiring is run. I don't have the crimping tool to crimp it, so I'm gonna get Dan to do that tomorrow. I really wanted to post this video before the event with the dyno and stuff, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I'm sorry that this has been a bit of a boring video, a bit of everything going on, heaps of things happening. Well, not heaps, but heaps of small things, so it's sort of hard to do jobs that are a bit sort of tedious and stuff that take a bit of time, but don't really get much of a result on the outside, so I do apologise for that sense. But hopefully you do enjoy the video, a bit of yapping a lot. Hopefully have the dyno video out next, and then the track day event maybe in the same one. Don't know, you guys will find out when you find out. Anyway, thanks for watching, hope you guys enjoy. Peace. I just realised I haven't mentioned how much power I think this thing's going to make. Put your guesses in the comment section what you think it might make. We're going to just run about 16 PSI this time around. When we go E85, then we're going to push it a bit further. Just for sort of, because I haven't driven the car, I want to do a bit of a mild tune, not go too crazy. Eventually I want to push it 400 plus kilowatt, but for now we're going to keep it pretty mild. 16 PSI, I'm going to guess 292 kilowatt. Jay reckons 283 kilowatt. So whatever you reckon, chuck it in the comments and we'll see if your guess is right. Anyway, see you guys next video.